Hudson is rangy. You know, you'll see he's got long arms. He's taller. He's got long legs. He's got a long torso, in fact. Really different body types. We saw a fight earlier, Poulin, the way he worked in close to that body lock. Wouldn't be a bad idea for Xavier Nash, too.
Here we go, BTC fight fans. The following contest is being brought to you by BTC Natural Medicine, Rock Country Jamboree, and Healthy Planet. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing a black trunks trimmed in white. 75 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 164.6 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Extreme Couture. He comes to the cage with an even record of 3 wins and 3 losses, with 1 win coming by way of submission and 1 big win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Toronto, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Xavier His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing a black trunks trimmed in purple. He weighed in at 165.4 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing BTC and Para Bellum. He comes to the cage with a record of 7 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw, with 1 of those wins coming by way of submission and 3 big wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out and representing Hamilton, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Handsome Scott Hudson. Referee, I will stand with fight instruction.
Handsome Scott Hudson, Xavier Nash. What type of meal are we gonna get?
Here we go.
My meals usually don't punch me in the face. Sometimes if they're spicy, you feel like it does. But it's a great matchup. Really, truly great matchup.
Are you ready?
Scott Hudson, excuse me, in the black with purple trim.
Hudson has a really nice straight right hand. That front kick just kind of clears the table a little bit. Watch for Hudson to try to...
Nash trying its best to get inside early.
It's never too bad of an idea, even if you don't get that takedown. He's lacing this leg. It's a great choice. Now he's going to, yep, goes up high crotch. And he's got the arm trap. No, the arm is out. He can dump him here.
Great balance by Scott Hudson. Nash getting the takedown. Hudson pushing the head, trying to get back to the standing position.
We talked about this. Maxime Poulin against Patrick Connors. Get in and get the body lock. Take away the space. That's what you want to do against a long, rangy, athletic guy. And that's what Xavier Nash is doing. If you are a high-level fighter or coach, you may know who Steve Sims is.
Yep.
If you're not, you might not know that name, but you'll see him at TriStar training with the very best guys. He's been a high-level competitor. He's a brilliant wrestler and Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter.
What I've been told is like a secret weapon.
Yeah, a lot of them see it that way, although we're ruining that right now. but not much of a secret when people talk about it. But this is if you are wrestling with Steve Sims, who George St. Pierre wrestles with, you know what I mean? They grapple with him, and they appreciate the chance to grapple with him at TriStar. And look, if he's doing that, if Xavier Nash is doing that at that level every day, this isn't going to stifle him. He'll keep working, and he'll keep working, and he'll keep working. But Scott Hudson, same thing. Scott Hudson's got to just stay with this. You see Nash throws the right knee and then tries to scoop with the left leg and then throws the right knee and then scoops with the left leg. Scott's looking for high elbow guillotine here, and he uses it. He used it to turn his man. Very.
Elbow to the side of the skull of Nash.
He's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. This is bad news when you work really hard to try to get a guy down, and he just fights his way out, and then he rips to your face. But Nash doing a great job getting back in. Oh, I love Nash's idea to separate and punch. That's what Hudson did earlier, push the space and punch, and elbow. Now Nash is backing up.
Nash does seem relaxed.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. May pull this guy forward, get Hudson moving forward, and then take away the space. So pull him into you. There.
Oh, and a nice knee delivered by Hudson. Bread basket.
This is a fight where you're going to see one mistake and somebody's going to fall down the second they get hit, because both guys are putting themselves in a position to land really clean, strong shots.
And you can tell they have ridiculous power.
Yep. See that left hip is far back on Nash. As soon as that thing digs in, that left hip drives forward with a straight left hand. He's going to generate, or a kick, going to generate a lot of power. And Hudson, when he turns the right shoulder deep in on a right hand, he'll drill that thing straight in. Both guys are putting themselves in a position to drop the other one. And someone's going to make a mistake.
Head kick attempt. Partially scores for Nash. Nash attacks the lead leg.
And the game is that you just don't want to, quote, wait till the guy makes a mistake. You want to force him to make a mistake. Pressure him into it.
Get him uncomfortable.
Yep. That does not feel nice.
Not at all.
And neither does that. That's on the liver side. That is the odd little advantage. There are many to being left-handed, but one of them is that your power kick, isn't just against the open side of the body, it's against the liver side of the open side of the body.
He already knows he can't take you down here, so we're making pain. Good. Elbow in the
Hudson is not shied away from using elbows.
Not at all. Very competitive round one.
Overhand out.
Spinning attack.
What a round.
Very fast round, in my opinion.
Just had not for them. Just had so much going on in it. You notice Hudson dug the toes in on that one. That's a cool round. That's a great round of fighting.
Really good stuff over the course of 5 minutes.
In your left hand here.
Tough one to score, man. Tough one to score.
When we're wrestling up against the cage, I want a little bit more control on that outside hand. It's going to open up strikes. He's not going to take you down. He's going to provide opportunities to hit him.
The criteria of effective grappling, striking, cage control. When you're objective, does that change your mind?
It's tough, man. Let's say kick for kick, it felt like you land, I land, you land, I land. Punch for punch, it felt like that. And then you had Xavier Nash instigating the grappling. He was the one forcing the situation. So if strike for strike we were even, and I pushed you, it's a tough one, though, man. That's a tough one to score. There's no right or wrong on that call.
Round two about to get underway. Super lightweight matchup, 165 pounds. It seems that we are closer than ever for that 165 class to be an official weight division.
There was a hilarious press conference I was at, I think in Vegas, and the media kept asking Dana, so where's the 165-pound division? Then he would say, that's fake news. There absolutely positively will not be a 165-pound division. Then the next guy got up and goes, so when there's 160, like that, they're just willing it to happen. Straight left there from Xavier Nash. And fighters are talking about it, and everybody's talking about it.
There's no such thing as trade.
Smart stuff in there. Dirty, and I don't mean dirty as in breaking the law or the rules, not at all. Just filthy, getting in there and roughing them up a bit.
Scott Hudson dives in for a takedown.
Past his legs and finish this takedown. Pull off the wall.
Legs away.
And gets it. And
this
then
mount position.
Yeah, exactly. It's a low mount. You're mounted over top of the knees, but if you use your hips properly, you hyperextend the knees slightly, and then your leg underneath it, and it straightens them out, and then you slowly work your way up. But Nash has done a good job of getting one butterfly hook in on his right side, and he's turning his hip.
You can beat him up for a while.
Will Hudson pass?
Little
Push
shots
down
on the
that knee,
inside.
perhaps?
It's interesting because Nash has a butterfly, but I'm not sure he wants it. You know what I mean? Like you see it there, that right shin is in, but if you can't elevate a man with it because he's heavy, now he could, now he can use it. And he's got two now, so that's what you want. Now it's a threat. When Scott Hudson tries to punch, Nash will threaten and destabilize him using those hips there. He's up. No, he's not up. It was there, but he second-guessed himself. You gotta be careful here, though, because the guy on the bottom can hyperextend your knee just like that. And it's the right thing to do. It's not dirty. There's a guy standing over you trying to smash your face in. It's not dirty to push against his knee there. It's just defending.
So the idea is to enter with your knees bent.
Yep, and Scott's doing that. Scott's right hand is available to him. That right hand is there. Or a right kick. Just saw that right kick there. But Hudson is hell-bent on working him to the ground here. And
I think it's a great strategy considering now you've introduced a new idea.
He's trapped the bottom hand. See?
Yes.
Scott's right hand trapping the forearm. Yep. Everybody's playing that game since Habib manhandled Michael Johnson.
Landed by handsome Scott Hudson. One hook in.
I mean, he's fairly handsome. He's a good fighter, though.
Second hook in.
And he's twisting up the body here. See that bottom? He's hooked that bottom foot.
Oh, yeah.
Scott's foot is extending that. It's a really rude little piece of control.
Cover the mouth, Scotty. Cover the mouth. Make him breathe. Don't be nice. Here we go. We got 90 seconds here. Keep working. Let's try to get those top.
So round one was really close. 75 seconds left in this round.
And
oh, look at this.
Xavier Nash had his back taken, and seconds later, he has the back of Scott Hudson.
Scott's got, well, he had good control. He had two hands on one like a baseball bat. But now he's in a little bit of trouble on the chin, ripping on the face.
Trying to push up on the elbow, and he does.
Watch for a suplex. Or you just knee. Well, instead he's going to try to attack there. You knee that thigh. Yeah, that's what you do there. You just right knee into that right thigh over and over again.
Right back to that overhook. Inside control with that left hand.
Hell of a good fight. Love it. Body.
Wheel again.
Yeah, body first, then leg.
Go forward. Hands up. You gotta go jab first. Jab first.
Kick to the arm.
Magic combo. Kick back.
I'm not sure if Scott's not seeing what we're seeing at. The right hand is there on that side. The left hand is low on Nash, and he's moving to his left. Scott, a high wheel kick or a right hand. Great stuff. And another tough round, eh? You know, a couple takedowns from Nash. Like, he was the one running that later. These two are making each other work and pushing each other to the limit.
All right, you got a deep breath. Fighters like these type of fights, don't they?
These type of fighters like these type of fights. Not sure what Elias is holding in the right hand. T-shirts, I think. Oh, T-shirts, okay. We're showing some replays on the screen over to my right. Now, the bits that you can see, Hudson landed some great body kicks, but Xavier Nash was pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. So it's a very, very close fight. 2 close rounds. If you're either guy, you really need to win this round, and if the chance is there, you take it.
Make some noise, Peterborough, ready for around this matchup.
Some great people here behind the scenes at BTC, putting on a tremendous show.
This happens every fight. Look. Let's go, get out. Get the fuck out. Ref, this is your fight. Can we
Put it
control it?
past those experts in that corner if their guy needed an extra few seconds to accidentally spill some water. That has been done by smart corners since the beginning of time.
The reality is there's certain things that we know that you can get away with. You can grab the cage at certain times. You can land low blows a number of times.
This is what experience gets you.
There's one of the low blows.
The ref didn't see it.
No.
Ref didn't see it.
Hudson says he's fine.
That's the way. Get up, Scotty. Right back on that jab. No, get back.
For that front kick to the face.
They wanted a jab on the inside line, I think. They're calling for a jab.
Elbow.
And they want Scott to jab inside of the jab, the right-handed jab of Nash. And of course, when you jab on the inside, in theory, that straight shot, the straight left hand of Nash would be there. But these guys are more sophisticated than in the old days when they said you had to keep your foot on the outside. That, of course, is nonsense. That is novice rule. Those are rules that are broken every day now by top fighters, by good fighters. At the low levels, you need rules, you need structure, but often we repeat things like that. We must keep that foot on the outside. We repeat it as if it's truth, just because it's truth when you start. It's not truth now.
Inside control with the left. Good. Good. Yeah. When you control that hand, if that head comes forward and waist, you push it down. Bicep control. Good.
Man,
An exhausting position.
I hope they told, and they did, but I was going to say, I hope they told these guys to be ready for a grueling fight, because this is a grueling fight, a hard exertion fight, non-stop work. And I think that's the game Xavier Nash came into play.
Peel that off. Peel that off.
Yeah, it worked once to get him out, and it worked again.
Yep. Combo one.
Scott has not landed one real clean, meaningful straight right hand, and that's a big weapon of his. And I don't know if he's seeing something, very well might be, certainly not a criticism. He could very well be seeing something that Nash is looking to slip and counter.
Yes. We're going to ride this back. You're halfway, Scotty. When you use those round hooks, you start to adjust his hips.
When you can't say who won or didn't win those first two rounds, and you don't want to start telling your guy to panic. What we want to do is start winning this position, controlling this position. He's laced that leg. It's called a hip ride in some wrestling circles. He's just going to ride that and work from there. And he's
Ride this position, good.
just going to ride it for a little bit and look for some punches. Nash is doing the right thing, 2 hands on the wrist. Well, if all else was equal, Scott Hudson is running this position. And Scott is reached through with his right hand to try to get a motorcycle grip on the right, and he does. And briefly controls that and lands the left hand.
Keep your hips tight.
And now he goes back to trying to lace this leg and work that. That, right there, that little lace. He'll lace that leg. It's not there for him. But if you lost the first 2 rounds, if you're Scott Hudson, not saying that he did, we can win this round this way, but lose the fight still. You know what I mean? But we don't know. He doesn't know. His corner doesn't know. We don't know.
Yeah, bury that. Now he has to defend it.
And you can still lose this round as well. And now we've got Xavier Nash, who may well have won those first 2 rounds, on top, and he's doing the pounding.
Use that wizard. And keep those feet down on the ground. 1 minute. Yeah, you gotta get up. No! Fuck you!
Scott back to his feet, and Nash is going to ride this now. Shakes him off. Last couple of minutes of the fight here.
Who will it be? Now, I want wonder if there's something wrong with Hudgen's hands.
Maybe he did.
Because he's just on
right.
the elbows.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Want that window, want that window.
We mentioned he never threw him many right hands, and there he threw a right elbow. Right? So yeah, you could be right.
It might not be from the fight. It could be in training. That something happened.
Although when the medical people check you, they start feeling up those hands real good. You got to be incredibly tough to have them feel that and you not wince, and they're looking for it. So he hurt him. Right?
Wow!
Amazing.
Will it be
That
Scott Hudson or Xavier Nash? And Robin, you know my philosophy in a situation like this. I feel when a fight is that close that the judges, if they all agree, you should just be able to stand the draw.
Yeah, I mean, certainly fans and lovers of martial arts look at that fight and see, you know, who won that fight. I mean, did anyone win that fight?
Did anyone lose?
These guys didn't. Even better. Well said, sir. Did anyone lose that fight? And that's a very, very tough answer. It was a brilliant fight.
Good job. Good job.
You good? No.
Leave it all.
Tired? Yeah, I'm tired. It's a big grind. Pick one.
Put that right back into it. Just savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for both of the fighters in this game. After 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts, the judges' scorecards read as follows. Judge Goulet scores the contest 29-28 for Hudson. Judge Costello scores the contest 29-28 for Nash. And Judge Doyle scores the contest 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Hands up!
I'm here with both of these two fighters, Xavier Nash and Scott Hudson. Guys, that was a wonderful fight. Congratulations on winning that fight. It's just really hard to pick a winner. It's really hard to pick a loser. Neither one of you two lost that fight. You both put on a great fight. Thank you for that. Xavier Nash, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that fight. Scott, that guy is physically very strong, really hard to discourage. Was this the toughest fight that you faced? So right hand, you're right, you're throwing right elbows, you weren't throwing right hand. That was